Hey everyone, David Chen here. So I recently launched a Patreon page at patreon.com/DaveChen. I'll put it down here, links down below. On that Patreon page, I listed a goal that if I reached 200 patrons, I would cut my wife's hair and film it so people could see it. And we hit that goal in about 10 days or so, maybe even less than that. So now I need to cut my wife's hair. Now there's a problem with that, which is I've never cut anyone's hair before in my life, other than my own, and I just use kind of an electric razor to shave it off. I certainly have never cut any woman's hair before. And so I need to learn how to cut hair. And what better way to do that than by using YouTube, which stores the vast sum of human knowledge. So let's dive into YouTube and learn how to cut some hair today. And then after that, I'm actually going to cut my wife's hair. All right, let's head on to YouTube. How to cut a woman's hair. There we go. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to comb all of her hair straight back. You can do that.
Wow, this looks like a lot of work. I see why they pay people lots of money to do this now. I mean, this is making it seem fairly simple. You know, she's just snipping a little bit off and then like kind of matching it with the one that she snipped off, and then I guess you just keep doing that.
My guy?
All right. I mean, I feel like this is pretty good for like taking a little bit off, which might be what I end up doing. But let's see if we can find another one. Hairdresser's Guide to Cutting Your Own Hair and Not Ruining It.
Hello, beautiful. How are we feeling today? We're good? We're hanging in there? Stay positive.
So this guy is teaching people to cut their own hair, I think. So if you can teach someone to cut their own hair, then like surely this advice could be useful for someone else cutting someo's hair.
Ear all the way down.
She's taking the apex of the hair and then dividing it into two sections. This makes sense, the idea of dividing it into quadrants. Don't let the hair hang forward, that's another tip. Just let it hang to the side. So far this seems really promising. Horizontal cut is bad. That would be my default, by the way, would be to do horizontal cut. So downwards or upwards.
It's more natural for me, but I'm just gonna start cutting that hair.
But you're not straight across, you're just, okay. This Brad Mondo guy is very, very talented.
Actually coming out better than I
Great video. Great video. Love this. All right, let's try how to cut an Asian woman's hair. See if that pops anything up. Haircut tutorial, medium length layers, Asian hair. The salon guy.
Hey guys,
all right,
Steve,
salon guy, help me out, man. All right, I'm gonna watch this at faster speed here. All right, again, the 4 different sections again. In this video, the woman's hair is wet. So I need to debate whether to do it like wet or dry. I'm not sure what's best. So this woman had a pretty specific like hair shape that like framed her face, and I don't know if I need to do any of that. You know, I don't think I'm gonna do that. It seems really exhausting. I think this is too advanced for me, you know? I don't know if this is going to be it. All right, I think I have what I need to give this a shot. I think I at least can present some options to my wife, but yeah, I think I understand what the possibilities are, and not all of them are particularly great. All right, I'm here with That Joy of Napping, and
Are you ready to haircut?
Yeah, we're having a little strategy session to talk over how we're going to do this. So,
I am excited because the way you phrase that makes it sound like you have a strategy.
I saw, I spent some time watching some YouTube videos.
Okay.
And there's a few different schools of thought. There seems to be some women that cut their own hair, and they do it really quickly. And essentially how they do it is they like wet their hair, and they like pull it over the front like a upside down ponytail, and then just it's done in 5 minutes.
What does it look like when they're done?
It's like a kind of like if you're looking at the back of it, it's kind of like a V.
They put their hair in an upside down ponytail.
Yeah. And
then they just cut it once.
Yeah, well, like kind of like and then it's done.
So they just hack it.
Yeah, but like artfully.
Well, what's the art? Because I'm very skeptical that this works.
If you do it at an angle, it kind of creates a V. You don't want to do it like straight up. You need to like do it at an angle.
That's not the school of thought we're going to land on, right?
Let's start with this question. What is your objective for a haircut?
Okay, great question.
Yeah.
Great question. So what I do normally when I go to the salon twice a year, so then I say, hey, I'm very lazy.
I will be here twice a year. So can you do the best that you can do, given the fact that I will put in no effort, I will not style it, I probably won't even brush it a lot of the time. And it needs to be long enough at a minimum for me to put it into a ponytail. So it's got to be like at least this long.
So you don't want
I work out and I need it to be able to be out of my face.
Yeah.
I mean, given how long this is right now, I would say you could still take that much. How much is that? 8 inches?
This is
6
this
inches?
is quite a bit. This is like a good 6 to 8 inches probably.
Okay.
So is that how much you want taken off?
Right, because I don't want to have to do this again. But, in this specific instance, can you do less removal than that? AKA leave more hair, because I want more buffer if
I mess up.
If I need to have a professional second attempt at it.
Yeah. The other option that didn't require an excessive amount of work is this person basically parted the hair into 4 different quadrants.
Okay.
Right? And
So forward, half, and so literally just like a
4 different quadrants, right? So
Okay.
these are 2 quadrants,
Okay.
right? And then basically tied a little thing, and then snip, 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 and then tied a little thing, and snip, 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 and then kind of even them out a little bit. And the reason you divide into quadrants is because it hangs differently depending on where it is on the head.
Okay, that's
and then at the end
more
of the day,
like a strategy.
it all matches up theoretically, and you've taken off a significant chunk of the hair. I mean, my understanding was this was gonna be the bare minimum of what was acceptable.
Oh, wait, what?
There was this one guy who had this tutorial for this Asian haircut that was 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
And
That's how long a haircut takes.
but it was her hair didn't look like yours at all, so I was I don't even know if this could end up correct even if I tried, kind of thing.
I'm having sort of this glass shattering moment, which is ever since I'd say April, you bought some kit that was back ordered on Amazon with shears and and you've been saying with so much confidence, I can definitely cut your hair. I know I can cut your hair.
Yes.
No problem.
I can perform
and
the
now
bare I can perform the bare minimum.
I realize why you were so confident, because all you literally meant was bam, bam, done. That is literally what you meant.
Okay, it's going to be a little bit more elaborate than that, but
It's going to have 4 quadrants, so bam, 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 but 4 bams.
And then also he said there's a way to layer it too, where
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the layering?
Yeah, so after you do the initial quadrant, right?
Yeah.
Then you kind of take the outer, and then tie it up even shorter and cut it there.
Okay, but you don't cut hair across, right? You cut hair up.
That is what the guy taught me.
Okay, good, because you were just, I just want to make sure.
I know, I didn't think you could actually see what I was doing, but yeah.
Well, I got eagle eyes.
Yes, it was very important. He said it 3 times. He's you got to cut it upwards.
Yes.
Or if you cut it straight, it's going to be the edge is going to be too harsh, is what he said.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 4 quadrants, possibly with layers.
My objective is just literally take 1 to 2 inches off of the hair, and in a way that looks pleasing. And
but it's so long. I don't want it this long. The whole point of a haircut is to
1 to 2 inches is reducing the length.
Right, but I wanted it to be 6 inches shorter. We just talked about this. How about that much?
Yeah, sure. Yes, I can do that.
Okay, but that's not 1 to 2 inches.
Okay, fine.
Can I share some life experience bombs with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Firstly, when you go in, they wash your hair, and then they put a little towel around your shoulders, as well as this cape thing to catch the hair so it doesn't end up all inside your clothing.
Yes.
Which is very uncomfortable.
I know how a barbershop works.
But you don't usually do the wet
Yes,
part,
I didn't
right?
do the wet part of the towel, but
Okay.
I know about the thing. I know about putting stuff on the ground. Yeah.
Then they cut your hair. Then they blow dry it, and they put some products in it.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't know about the products.
No.
I have an idea or two for products. And then at that point, they do a final adjustment after it's perfectly straight and styled. They'll check to make sure that things are perfectly even.
Yeah.
And, they'll like compare across sides, or they'll go in if things look a little bit off, or sometimes I'll tell them, oh, it looks a little heavy in this one area, so like can we like layer that area?
Yeah. I mean, here's the question is, do you expect me to do this as well as someone who does this for a living?
No, I'm just telling you, this is the normal way of the world. So like we should do it wet, then we should cut it, then we should dry it, and then you should look at it one more time, and then you should have any little adjustments.
Okay.
Well, I am very excited.
Okay, so objective, 4 to 5 inches taken off all around, right?
Correct.
And
something that sort of feels like a shape.
we'll see what we can do. Okay.
That's a nice to have.
Yes.
That's a nice to have.
Let's really go for what we must have right now.
Okay. The rectangle.
Which is just not even rectangle, just literally the hair is shorter and looks presentable. That's what I'm aiming for.
Not extremely uneven.
Correct. Not extremely uneven. I'm looking for you're not ashamed. You don't feel like you need to go to a backup hairdresser or whatever.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
It's not. It looks amazing. It's just as good as from the barbershop or whatever.
No one is saying. Okay, it's not called a barbershop. Anyway. Yep. Great. I'm aligned.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. You have asked me to procure hair clips. I don't know why we need this. I mean, I kind of know why, but it's feeling like a bad fit already, and I'm gonna comb my hair to make it as straight as possible while it's wet.
All right, before we begin, you have some thoughts.
Well, you're just trying to, look, I'm super happy to have supported your Patreon. You know, and I'm super happy that the Patreon subscribers are getting, you know. However, I need you to look at me in the eyes. If it comes to a trade-off between the haircut and the filming, we pick the haircut.
I understand.
Do you agree?
I concur.
Okay, thank you. I know because you get very focused on all the technical stuff going well, but like, if your mic loses power, it's okay, as long as I get a decent haircut. Okay?
I concur.
Okay, great. All right. Here we go. I have the weirdly sticky cape on.
Okay. This, I think, is one section right here.
Okay, can you twist it?
Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's not really... Okay, I'll show you what it is, okay?
Okay.
I want to take a picture and show you.
Okay, great. That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
Okay.
That's pretty decent. Come hold my hand. Just twist me. People can see.
There? Yeah, okay. So that's that length. Yes?
Okay, well, you're not going to cut literally there, right?
Yes, I am.
Wait. You don't do all four at the same time?
Nice and flat.
Nope.
Now that we have our front
Let's
section done like that, let's move on to the back.
Oh,
It would
actually,
be
no, you're
nice
right.
If you had a friend there to help, or
You did not watch this!
I did watch it. Okay. So, we'll do the same thing now on this one.
Yes, that's how you get them all even, is
Yes.
you look at the little...
Yep, no, you're right. Okay.
I mean, I love you. You're doing a great job.
All right. Are you ready? I'm gonna, like, cut inwards, right?
Okay, yeah. I would propose
Yep.
that you hold it up so
Yep.
that there's absolutely no tension on the hair, which is
Yeah.
normally...
Are you sure? All right, I'm cutting, okay? There's not that much hair in this one, okay?
But like he is suggesting that you go into it at this
That's
angle.
what I was gonna
but
do.
You were going. Okay.
That's what I was gonna do, okay?
Okay. Like it should be like at that angle. I know it feels really weird.
I am doing it at that angle from the other angle, babe.
Okay.
You just aren't seeing it, okay? All right, I'm gonna do it, okay?
Okay.
It's just a lot of hair. I'm worried, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm worried this will be a hard to. There's no take backsies on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Like there's no take back. I mean, a quarter of my hair is gone. So
This is the smallest quadrant.
okay, a sixth of my hair is gone. Like there's no take backsies on any of it. Please just
Okay.
do it. Please.
Okay,
Please
okay.
just do it.
Okay.
Great angle. I highly approve.
This is what I've been doing.
Great. Glad to hear it.
All right,
All right,
Go ahead.
shall I?
take them off.
Number 1. Number 2. Certainly less hair. That I can feel. Wait, is the 4th one already gone? Oh no, here it is.
Yeah. Wow, it's really a dramatic change.
Can you say some more words qualitatively?
It's just a lot less hair, but it doesn't look bad. It might need a little evening out, but it's not bad in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how does it feel?
It feels like I have less hair. I mean, I can't possibly know. It could have a giant chunk missing and I wouldn't know. Wow, there's way less hair here.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say. I can't tell. I mean, it seems fine. It seems fine.
Yeah.
I can't tell from the back, but it seems fine.
Yeah. And I'll say that the back looks pretty even, if I do say so myself.
Okay, can you
Yeah,
take
I'll
a
take a
picture?
picture.
It's kind of straight in the back.
I think the back is like not bad.
Yeah.
The back is by far the best situation, in my opinion.
And then,
I don't know what's going on here.
yeah. I mean, I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough.
I just want to comb it.
Okay,
Can I
all
comb
right.
it?
Yeah. All right, so I think what I need to do now is dry it, right?
Yes.
So we can see
Yeah.
what's what.
How do you feel? You look awesome.
Thank you. I'm really proud of you. Thank you for sticking with it because I think that, it's kind of getting most of a conceptual understanding and then going for it is like your typical method. And I'm glad thank you for working with me through all the adjustments. I think it feels very, very light and free, and I'm very excited about that. And it looks actually like a thing. Like it looks like, like a peppy little bob. So that's very exciting.
It looks like there was intentionality behind it.
Some amount of, yes. So
Yes.
thank you.
That's the haircut, folks. I'll just say it was pretty stressful, and I would like to not do that again.
Well, I mean, are you saying, I think it looks good. So like, was it not worth it? Guys, you got up the learning curve with this one.
Yeah, no, it's pretty stressful.
So I'm SOL for the rest of COVID.
You just got one haircut. You already want another haircut?
No, I'm just saying, I think COVID's gonna last for us another year plus. So like normally I get 2 haircuts a year.
All right. Well, I'll spend the next 6 months working my way up to that one.
No, it's great. Thank you. I'm sorry it's so stressful. It's great. I'm really, really happy.
Okay. All right, everyone, I am back in the office, and I thought I would just take a moment to reflect on lessons I've learned from this haircut experience, and there have been a few lessons. Lesson number 1, your wife may tell you that she doesn't really care that much if the haircut turns out well, and she has a backup plan if the haircut doesn't turn out well. But in fact, when the scissors start hitting the hair, she's going to care whether or not the haircut turns out well. So just keep that in mind if you're planning to cut your wife's hair. Lesson number 2, and this was really dumb for me not to have done, but make sure you have all the stuff you might need for a haircut, not only within your house, but also on a table like right next to you, ready to go when the haircut is about to begin. There are many things that we were kind of missing that I wish we had had. The biggest one being a mirror. We don't have like a small mirror you can hold up in this entire house, which I know sounds ridiculous, but hey, different houses have different things. I'm not judging you, okay? And also, it would have been really nice to have one of those things called a barber's cape or a barber's gown that they wrap around you. I was able to find one, but it was really, really crappy, and it actually, like the glue for the Velcro was coming unstuck. Should have bought a new one. I didn't know that the one I had was in such bad shape. So anyway, that's lesson number 2, is like make sure you have the tools you need before you begin. Make sure they're laid out, easy to access. It's going to make your haircut go way, way better. Lesson number 3, Brad Mondo. This guy's a YouTuber. He's got almost 6 million followers. He doesn't need any help from me, but he did help to make this haircut possible. He did do a really good job explaining how to do this in a really simple way at home. And also, my wife found him to be a very reassuring presence when I was playing his video during the haircut itself. So I'm going to leave a link to his stuff and a bunch of other links in the description below. But Brad, if you're out there and you're watching somehow, I just wanted to say thank you so much. You really saved my ass here. And finally, lesson number 4. Yes, cutting my wife's hair was a very scary, terrifying, harrowing, upsetting, traumatizing experience, but it's possible. And I know there's a lot of people out there right now who are at home. They don't want to go out. They're very risk averse. They're like me. And they're wondering, like, is it possible to cut one's wife's hair? Or is it possible to have one's husband cut one's hair? And it's possible, because I have never cut hair in my entire life other than my own. I just shaved my head. And we were able to pull it off, and it looks pretty decent, I think, at least. Basically, what I'm trying to say is there's no reason I would be any good at this, or even rise to the level of very bad at this. But I was able to watch some YouTube videos and do some very basic trimming that ended up okay, and ended up with a haircut that my wife is happy with. Here you can see the before and the after. You can judge for yourself, but I think it looks pretty solid. Anyway, I hope this vlog serves as hope for all those out there worried about their hair cutting woes. It is possible. You just need a few very basic supplies, a few very basic tutorials. And also, that brings me to my final lesson, which is make sure you watch the instructions more than once. I might have blown through this video and thought, oh, I've got it. I can pick everything up. No, once you've decided on an approach, you got to study it, memorize the steps, maybe write the steps down on a piece of paper that you have next to you when you're doing the haircut, because otherwise you're going to lose the confidence of the person you're giving the haircut to. So those are my lessons from today's haircut experience. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I do want to say, if you are one of my Patreon backers, you got to see this video early. If you go to patreon.com/DaveChen, there's all kinds of bonus content on there, all kinds of bonus videos and audio and stuff. I don't always post videos early. I'm playing around with what exactly to do on that front still. But there are cool bonuses, and you should check out my Patreon if you enjoyed this video and you want to support the stuff I do. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.